You've probably heard these Facebook rules before. Don't use a scheduler. Never post a link. Only post once a day. They sound like solid advice, and we've all heard them, but most of the time, they're just myths that just keep getting repeated with no real proof. And if you're trying to grow a business, a side hustle, or a personal brand, believing these myths will slow you down. So let's break down 3 of the biggest Facebook myths and what actually matters. The first myth is that using a scheduler hurts your reach. The idea is that Facebook somehow knows you've used a third-party tool and it decides not to show your post to as many people. But that's not what we've seen. On our Facebook posts, we've posted more than 45,000 times, and we've used Facebook's own scheduling tools, we used outside schedulers, and we've tested both. The biggest factor has not been where the post came from. The biggest factor is what actually worked and created engagement with our audience. A scheduler is just a tool. It helps you plan ahead, it helps you stay consistent, and if you're running a business, creating content, serving customers, and trying to have a life, that consistency matters. The scheduler is not the thing that's killing your reach. Boring content is. Repetitive content is. Posting without looking at what your data is. So instead of worrying about whether Facebook hates your scheduler, pay attention to what your audience is telling you. Which post gets comments? Which one gets shares? Which one gets clicks? Which one gets people to stop scrolling? That's the stuff that matters. Try text post, try photos, try links, try videos, post it all. Then watch what your audience responds to. Now let's talk about myth number 2. Links are dead. You probably heard this one. I hear it all the time. Don't post links. Facebook wants people to stay on the platform. And there is some truth to this. You shouldn't overdo this one. Facebook does want people to keep scrolling and stay on their platform. But it doesn't mean that links are useless. They still give you a way to add links. It just means that you need a little more strategy with it and do it very, very sparingly. If every post you publish is a link with no context, no story, no reason to care, and you're posting 2 or 3 of these a day, that's probably not going to perform well. But that does not mean the link is the problem. It means that you've posted too much of the same one thing and that you're not adding value. We've had link posts reach huge audience. One scheduled link reached 1.2 million people and drove 7,000 clicks. That is not what links are dead looks like. The lesson is not never post links. The lesson is don't make your links your entire strategy. Use them when they make sense. Give people a reason to care before you ask them to leave Facebook. And remember, the post itself still has to do the work. Myth number 3, posting too often hurts reach. The third myth is that posting more than once a day will hurt your reach. This one gets a lot of people stuck. They're afraid that if they post too often, Facebook will punish them. But Facebook wants content. That's the whole engine of their platform right now. More content means more people scrolling, more time spent on the app, and more places Facebook gets to show ads and monetize. So no, Facebook is not automatically punishing you because you posted twice in one day. Now, that does not mean you should go from posting once a month to posting 20 times a day overnight. Build the habit first. Show the consistency. If you're posting once or twice a month, start with once a day. And when that feels normal and you're getting engagement, try twice a day. And then test more from there. On our main business page, we post as many as 15 to 20 times a day. And we've seen posts published close together where one reaches 200,000 people, another 600, and the next one 800,000. And we've seen days where we've only had a few thousand people, and then another day where it reaches millions. That's the point. Not every post is going to take off, but posting more gives you chances to learn, more chances to connect, and more chances for Facebook to find the right audience for each of your posts. So the question is not, am I posting too much? The better question is, am I posting enough useful, interesting, engaging content? Because consistency will give you that data, and data will help you get better. So let's put all 3 myths together. A scheduler is not your enemy. Links are not automatically dead, and posting more than once a day is not a reach killer. What matters most is simple. Create content people care about, post consistently, test and analyze your data, and then do more of what works. And if you want a simple way to start testing this for yourself, I've created a free challenge called 26 pieces of content in 10 days, 26 and 10. Each day I'll send you a simple prompt to help you create Facebook content. And we'll test different types of posts, and we'll help you build that habit and start seeing what your audience actually responds to. You can join the challenge free over at paulgowder.com/FB challenge. And if you want to keep learning with other creators and business owners, come join our free OTW community at onthewaycommunity.com. Facebook organic reach is not dead. You have to stop following the myths and start watching what actually works.